Welcome everyone to Perek Chof Hey Sanhedrin. Baruch Hashem. The feedback is amazing, I gotta say. We have so much feedback. Still don't have it organized to present it to you, but we have very, very good feedback. Baruch Hashem. Today is Perek Chof Hey, and today is also Yutes Kislev, Yutes Chof Kislev. Yom Megula of the Alter Rebbe. Very chashuv day. So with Yom Tov. And we'd like to share a quick story in relation to Yutes Kislev. I believe it was Moshe Feinstein's son. The story is told about. He once came to the Rebbe and he asked the Rebbe, how come in the Lubavitch and Chabad we're always teaching Tanya, we're not teaching Kiddush Shulchan Aruch? So the Rebbe's answer was two answers. Number one, because it works. You teach Tanya because it works. That's number one. Number two, he gave him a mashal. A farmer had a bird and he tried cleaning the bird was dirty. And he was cleaning one wing and the dirt fell to the other wing, and cleaning the other wing and the dirt fell to the other wing. Going crazy, it's going on. Until the bird flapped, he made a few flaps and everything, all the dirt fell off. So what do we learn from here? That as long as you're trying to clean little small micro details, you can be all day trying to fix micro details forever. And then by the time you fix one, another one you have to fix. Mashiach came, if you fix it from the source, from the inner part, it'll be much more easier to clean everything. That's why we learn Tanya. Yeah, very important. If you haven't started learning Tanya every day, today is a good day to start. So, what did we learn now? So, what does it have to do with what we're learning? Halacha. We're learning halacha. After we also learn Chassidus, we're learning halacha. It goes in really good together. So it's not just Chassidus is like talking to your inner part, your inner layer. Halacha is maybe like to your kind of to your outer layer, your action part of you. They have to do things doing halacha, right? So if you do both of them combined, you'll have your outside and your inside, and your whole being together will be one joint together to doing what Hashem wants, and that way we can bring Mashiach and elevate yourself. Okay, back to halacha. Sanhedrin, Perek Chof Hey, halacha Aleph. Also, a person is not allowed to show fear and like extra authority over the congregation. We're assuming this guy is in a position of leadership. And any person of authority that puts extra fear on the congregation for no reason, not l'shem shemayim, he gets punished, and he does not see his son a Talmid Chacham. Like it says in the verse, you're not going to see anything smart over there. Yeah? Beis. And this person of leadership is not allowed to be, literally means lightheaded. Shouldn't be lightheaded around the congregation or people, even though they are matters, even though they're simple people. You shouldn't walk over their heads, even though they're simple people. Nonetheless, Hashem took them out of Mitzrayim, and every single yid is important. There's no such thing as a simple yid. Every yid is important. You have to have respect to every single yid, and don't just walk around like. I'll show you what I mean right over here. Let's see. Have a dying walking in. Shouldn't walk like this. Emma's on the floor, and you look walking in as if you're like the great person. Shouldn't walk around trying to take extra respect. I guess back in the day, at some point in time, it was customary to sit on the floor or even on chairs, but when you walk again, it looks like you're floating over their heads. So they're sitting down, you're coming on top. It looks like you're like floating above them. You're like, well, why are you so greater than them? But also, you didn't have Mitzvah Yaakov, just like you. And you should be able to tolerate all what the congregation brings upon you. Like just like Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu went through a lot because the congregation was bringing on him a lot of challenges, right? Like the person will carry his the person who he's feeding, like a baby or something. Whatever the baby comes up, he has to tolerate it. And I will command your judges What does that mean? That this is a command that the dayan should tolerate and be easygoing and be going properly and with proper respect with the congregation, just like Moshe Rabbeinu did. And yeah, the teacher of all the Nevi'im. Kim Sholcha Kadosh Baruch Hu b'Mitzrayim, b'Ne'emar, b'Yetzavim, el b'nei Yisrael, Amru Piyah Kabbalah, she'amar lehem Moshe la'arim, amanah she'yu mekalim eschem, v'sokin eschem ba'avonim. When Hashem sent Moshe and Aaron to take the Yidden out of Mitzrayim, and he sent them to the Yidden, and he told them on condition that you might get stoned, people might curse you out. It will happen, but you have to know how to handle it. Handle it with respect. It's a two-way street. Not only that the dayan has to have self-respect and respect the congregation, also the congregation has to know how to respect the dayan. And they have to have this fear upon themselves. They have to put it upon themselves. Yeah, Allah Dalid. From when a person became in this position of leadership, he's not allowed to work in front of three people. So he shouldn't be a zulzul. He shouldn't be look like a cheap guy. You know, what is this guy? This guy's a leader. He's working like a, you know what I mean? These are things that devalues him. He should not engage in things which devalue him. And Rambam will go further and give more examples. If you're not allowed to malach in front of people, you also, for sure, you're not allowed to eat and drink and get drunk, devaluing yourself like that. Talking about the Isudas Mitzvah, where a person, like a chasna or something, a person is going and he's doing a mitzvah while he's eating. And you now just go hang around with friends and start eating in front of everyone, or even or in front of Ami Haritzim. Ami Haritz, a person who is not too Ami Haritz means someone who's not too knowledgeable in Torah. Shouldn't hang around and eating. It is sad or not good, the people that do these things, that engage in such behavior. They bring it down the cover of the respect of Torah and respect of Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, and they're bringing it all the way down to the ground, and they're causing bad to them, to their family, in this world and the world to come. Yeah, really harsh words. Also, the name Kalasay Shliach Bezin, Shliach Nema Kishnaim Lin Nidoy, Shim Omar Pliny Kleiner Kula, Adayan Loy Lertza Lovedin, Mishamtin Oise Al Piv. You're not allowed to disrespect a Beis Din's agent. If a Beis Din sends out an agent to call someone to Beis Din, you have to respect him. And if someone disrespects him, the agent is believed to say, hey, this person disrespected me, he cursed me, he hit me, and then we give him a nidui. Yeah, I forgot the exact word. We disconnect him from the congregation. Based off him, even though he's only one witness, normally we need two witnesses, but nonetheless, for this case, one witness is enough. He is like the power of two witnesses. Almost. It seems like over here there's like three levels of chayrim, of a nidui. There's like a low level chayrim, where it's just based off what the agent's saying, that this guy did this and this, let's give him a chayrim. And then there's a second level where there's two witnesses, and he refuses to come to Beis Din or whatever, we can see later on. Then we give him like a whole write-up, a real chayrim, a nidui, wear it up, and certain things that he's not allowed to do, he's not allowed to join the minyan, and certain things we can't really have him joining with us. He's still able to do some things, but certain things not. But chayrim is like the third level, the harshest level. He's like this. He's completely disconnected, so to speak, and he can't even join a minyan. Can't teach Torah, can't learn. There's so many things. Yeah, those are the three levels. There's a nidui b'shamta, I guess you call it, and the chayrim. 3 levels. So here we're talking about the lowest level. Yeah, אבל אין קייסבין. Yeah, now we're talking about the second level. אבל אין קייסבין פיסחה עליו עד שבשניים וידעו עליו שנמנה עליו ולבייסים. We don't write up official nidui until there's 2 witnesses saying that he did something to the agent or he refused to show up to Beis Din. The agent is not required. Doesn't if the agent says hey, this guy hit me, doesn't have to be afraid of lashon hara because he's doing he's feeling what he has to do. And if somebody hits or makes Beis Din's agent feel bad, Mitzayr, Beis Din have the authority to whip him, give him lashes. Makas Mardus, whips for people who rebel. Halacha Zayin. Shliach she'amar pleini shulchani b'shem echad min hadayonim shulirotza ba'al din lovely. If the agent went and he told the individual, let's say he has to go invite, I don't know, Chaim Yankel has to invite him to Beis Din. So he tells Chaim Yankel, hey, Beis Din is calling you. And he only quotes him a name of one of the Dayanim, one of the 3 people. So, and he refused to come, so we don't punish him because he only said the name of one person. That's not the name of the whole Beis Din. We don't write up a whole Shamta. He has to say, if you want to call someone to Beis Din, and on a serious level, you have to call him up in the name of all 3 Dayanim of a whole Beis Din. You can't just say one Beis Din. You can still refuse. It looks like there's some sort of leeway over there if there's only one person named over here. If this is in condition that the shliach the agent went to find this person to bring him to court, to summon him to court, he went on a day that Beis Din does not sit. After hours or days that the Beis Din does not sit. There's certain days that Beis Din does not sit in Beis Din. However, if he came on a day that Beis Din sits, let's say on a Monday or on a Thursday, which everyone knows that Beis Din sit on those days, then even if you quoted only in the name of one Dayan, he's actually referring to all 3, and then he must come. If he doesn't come, then we write him up with nidui. Lachaches. Misha sholcholoi Beis Din lovei leibo minadi noiser v'kreisin al pischa v'noises chayes sefer beis sheyovid krein a pischa. Whoever refuses to come to Beis Din, you write him up with a nidui, and in order, the only way he could get it undone is if he shows up in Beis Din, and then we rip that paper apart, and then the nidui is over. If he wrote him a pischa because he didn't accept the verdict, once he says, I accept the verdict, then we tear apart the nidui and he's back to normal. If Beis Din says he has to come today and did not come the whole day, so towards the evening, by the end of the day, and he still didn't show up, we write him a pischa. Yeah? This is talking about if he was there and he purposely did not come. He was in the area, he was in the zone, what's called. However, if he did not live in town, he was outside in the small little villages outside of town, then if he didn't show up to court, we will give him 3 days. The following Monday, the following Thursday, and the following Monday after that. If he does not show up the last Monday, we wait till the end of Monday, and on Tuesday, we write up a nidui if he didn't show up. Yeah, so remember that. We give him Monday, the following Monday, if he did not show up, and the following Thursday, and then the last chance he has is the following next Monday. And if he misses the next Monday and he does not show up, then we write him up. We don't summon up someone to Beis Din on Tishrei or during Nisan or Erev Shabbos or Erev Yom Tov. These are not times people are chillaxed waiting for these things. People are very, very busy. So we'll for sure forget. We can tell him during Nisan or during Tishrei, say, hey, come after Tishrei to Beis Din. Come after Nisan. That will work. But don't go Erev Shabbos, tell him, hey, you have to come to Beis Din on Monday. He'll forget. He'll for sure forget if it's Erev Shabbos. Don't come to someone Erev Shabbos with such things, knowing that he will forget. If Shliach Beis Din went to, he was an agent who was sent to call someone to Beis Din, and he did not show up. Sorry, he did not find him. If you did not find him, you cannot start counting in the countdown, Monday, Thursday, Monday. You cannot make that countdown till you verify that he actually heard what you told him. And if he's not around, so he didn't hear. So you can't do anything to him. You have to find him and tell him that he's invited to Beis Din, and then, if he doesn't show up, then you count the Monday, Thursday, Monday. Yeah? You never play your deal. If he was outside of town, but he knows that in the evening he comes back to town, so he could tell one of the neighbors, even the Isha, and he says when he comes, he tell the neighbors when this guy comes back, let him know that he's invited to Beis Din. He has to come to Beis Din. But if he doesn't come that day, we summon him up. Even though the Shliach Beis Din did not tell him directly, enough he told the neighbor, that was good enough. What happens if on the route it was known that there is a Beis Din on that route from his little town from his little village to the town? So you can't tell the neighbors. If you tell the neighbors, they'll say, hey, it's anyways on his route. He probably passed by the route. He probably passed by Beis Din and he settled things over there. So that's why if you tell the neighbors, you can't tell the neighbors if you know there is a Beis Din between where he lives and that's this place. I guess he lives in two of them. He works there and sleeps over there or whatever. So if there's a Beis Din on the route, it won't be good enough to tell the neighbors because the neighbors will assume you already took care of things. Same too, if you can't tell the neighbors if you know he's only coming the following day. If the person is returning home the following day, you can't tell the neighbors to tell them tomorrow because by tomorrow they will forget. Short memory, yeah? Halacha Yud Aleph, the last perek. If somebody came to Beis Din and Beis Din told him you have to pay up this amount, and he agreed, and he still did not pay up this amount, so we did not put him in a chedim until Eidim warned him 3 times, on Monday, on Thursday, and on Monday. And then if he still didn't pay, then we give him a nidui that he has to pay what he was told he has to pay. And if 30 days passed and he did not request the tshuva to take off the nidui, take off the ban, let's call it the ban, the nidui, then we put him in a super ban called chayden. And then that stays until he comes and settles things. Thank you very much. We've just finished Perek Chof Hei.